Peyton, I want to move on to the big news that I heard is that Bill Belichick's going to be joining you on the ManningCast. What can we expect from that? Because I mean, he's just such an interesting guy, and we got to see him
Yeah,
open up a little bit on
go
the
ahead. Yeah,
roast.
go ahead.
So
I'll let you finish. Yeah.
sorry, but we got to see him open up a little bit on the roast. So I'm interested to see if you can like pull it out of him.
Eli and I talk about, of course, Eli has a different feeling about Belichick than I do. I mean, Eli beat him in two Super Bowls. So, I'm kind of curious. I've asked myself sometimes because I kind of pursued him, believe it or not. We sort of recruited him. He was being courted by some of the other networks. And I'm like, why am I trying to recruit a guy that basically made a large part of my NFL career miserable by, you know, gloomy games in Foxborough and 3 interceptions, 4 interceptions? Like, why do I want to work with this guy? This guy beat me the majority of the time. But look, I've had a chance to be around Bill Belichick at a couple of Pro Bowls. Derek, we played golf together in a couple of tournaments, and I've always been fascinated with his football mind, his recall, his just look. He's not just a defensive, mastermind. I mean, he's just a football coach, right? And what I've always respected about Bill Belichick that he's never stopped coaching, right? He's never gone up into the tower, right? And just said, all right, I have all my assistants.
Mm-hmm.
You guys run practice. I'm going to sit up here and blow the whistle. I've always said, like, I think the same about Nick Saban. I think Bill Belichick would prefer to be the linebackers coach for the Patriots and
Yeah.
just coach football, right? Saban coaches the secondary at Alabama. I love that about those guys. They never got away from the things they were doing when they were young assistant coaches, early in their careers. And so he's very much a coach. And I think that the goal for Eli and I and the Monday Night Show this year is to have Bill on there in the first half to get some real insight as to what is going to happen in this game, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Hey, guys, this is what the Eagles are going to have to do to try to slow down Patrick Mahomes in this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look for them to, jam Kelsey at the line. We can't give Kelsey a free relief, whatever that may be. I think it's going to be fascinating to kind of hear that insight. And the last thing I'll say about Belichick, Brady always told me this. He felt it gave him a huge edge. The two of them would sit down on Monday or Tuesday before their game week, and Bill would just sort of give Tom a little state of the union about this team we're about to play. Hey, they have a young quarterback. They're not scoring a lot of points. They're going to blitz you a lot. This is the guy we've got to contain. Just a little football one-on-one. And Tom said it just kind of gave him a sort of a calming presence, like, wow, this is all we really need to do to win this game. And he was right. And Tony Dungy did that for me when I played for the Colts, right? Defensive background, but hey, Peyton, this is what this defense is being taught. These are probably the holes in this defense. This is what we need to take advantage of. And so it was a totally different perspective for me. So Eli and I are excited, to have Bill's insight. I think he's witty. He's funny. You saw that kind of on the roast a little bit. And I think the audience will enjoy it.
Yeah, Wade Phillips did that for us as well.
Yeah.
He would feed us so much information, but it would be these key plays that he was like,
Simple.
If we stop this play and that play, if we stop these two plays, we've taken their whole playbook away from them because everything is derived off of these two plays and these two players. And that was just invaluable.